Hello, tarot viewers. Welcome to your timeless oracle reading. And our oracle card for today belongs to the Guiding Light Oracle by Kelly T. Smith. The oracle card is entitled Inspired Action. Focus on inspiration, and the action steps will flow effortlessly. Now, if you try to look at this picture, there seems to be like a focus of something very bright at the center of the universe, and from that emanates energy that seems to spiral outwards. Somehow it's like the universe is sending a certain message that is spreading out towards the rest of the universe. It's like there's how it is, the Big Bang, where there's an explosion of inspiration or an explosion of grace or an explosion of light that slowly emanates to the rest of the universe, slowly expanding. Now, when I look at the word inspire, it's like, for example, if you inspire air, you take in air. When I look at that inspiration, it is something that we take in, something that we receive. Now, taking it, that doesn't necessarily does not necessarily mean that it's from outside and it's going inside us. Physically, it's like that. But for me, I think taking in also is from our inner world, which is also a universe in itself. A universe within the universe. Within us is a universe, existing a universe, and we are taking in from that inner universe, a certain message from the divine. So for me, an inspiration is something that is not solely ours. It is something that we take in. It is something that we receive. Something that we receive from the divine. And because it is something that we receive from the divine, the inspiration is not only for ourselves. It is not only something that we created ourselves. It is something that we received. And because it is something that we receive, to make an inspiration come into reality, we need to cooperate to the source from which the inspiration came. Because the source knows the purpose, the reason behind the inspiration. He knows also how the inspiration will unfold. So I feel that if it is an inspired action, it is an action that is guided by the source of the inspiration. So it means that we need to be constantly in touch with the divine, who is the source of all inspiration. The inspiration came from the universe, from God, from the divine, from the source. And so we need to be in constant touch with the source so that it will unfold the way it is meant to unfold. It will come into complete fruition or completion through the guidance of the source from which it all came from. So I feel an inspired action is an action that is guided by the source of the inspiration, and so it means that we are constantly in a receptive mode in order to be in the active mode. It's like you receive the inspiration, you receive the grace, you receive the materials, you receive the guidance, the insights from the source, so that we, as co-creators, will be able to make it a reality into existence where we are placed. So there's a reason why we are placed to a certain area of the world. There's a reason that inspiration is given to us. It is from that area where we are that we need to co-create with the source in order to bring this inspiration into reality. So for it to unfold, for an inspiration to unfold, we need to be constantly in touch with the divine, with the universe. We also need to follow the universe to guide us where the universe wants us to make this a reality. Sometimes the universe even directs us to a new place from where we are right now, in order that this inspiration will unfold even faster. So there is a constant communication with us. I remember this phrase coming from one person. He said, "Dialogue begins from God and it draws everything back to God. Dialogue comes from the source, and Our response, our participation into this dialogue draws the whole of the universe back to the source. It makes also the inspiration evolve into a reality. Now let us try to read a little bit more from the handbook that accompanies this card so that we can gain more insights regarding inspired action. Focus on inspiration and the action steps will flow effortlessly. Okay. Inspired action happens when you are working in the flow of what it is you are wishing to create. You will naturally know what needs to happen next because everything is working in harmony. Yes, in harmony, because we are being supported by the universe and we are responding to the support given to us. Okay. When you are not in touch with inspiration, you block the flow and begin to push against the thing you are trying to create. This card comes to you today because you have a masterpiece within you waiting to be birthed into the world. Your life is one big masterpiece and you are the creator. I think we should also put co-creator, okay? When you create through inspiration, you align naturally with the powerful workings of the universal mind. So we align with the universal mind. It is time to take a step back, breathe, and start over. This time, get in touch with the inspiration from within you. Remind yourself of why you wanted to do this in the first place. Why you want to do something is the inspiration. The inspiration is the feeling of excitement and passion combined. It is not a feeling of dread, force, or trying too hard. It is a feeling of flowing effortlessly with what you are doing because you love to do it. Spend a day focusing on the pure essence of what you are wanting to create. Surround yourself with all the components that come together to create a feeling of excitement and passion. Get back in touch with the inspiration behind what you are doing, and you will begin to flow easily toward the outcome. Enjoy the process of creating, and the steps to get there will happen so naturally you will forget that you are taking action. You will simply be in the pure joy of creating. Well, this has been a good card of insight. I hope you were able to. I hope that this card has enriched you, and also the the sharings have somehow also given you more insight and maybe allowed you to look at life in a different angle. I look forward to seeing you again in our next reading. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.